Hello, today I'd like to talk about the stone known as calcite. So I've got some beautiful little yellow / orange calcite here that I'm holding today. And calcite comes in many different colours. It's in modern day often used in industries like construction, in farming. There's some really good qualities of this mineral that can be helpful with growing food and providing some really good nutrients to the soil when used in the right practices and the right balance with the environment and the ecology and yada yada yada. I'm not going to go much further into that topic. Again, I want to remind you, if you want to be working with things like stones, crystals, minerals, you don't actually always have to have them in the physical form. You can also work with them through the use of art, maybe photography, painting, drawing, or even using your own vision as to visualizing these kinds of matter. So the reason I say that is because I don't want to necessarily be encouraging people going out and obtaining all these crystals left, right and centre, because again, the extraction of these kinds of things, they do have an impact on the environment, and sometimes you magically may find them, and more often than not they are extracted out of the ground through mining. Another story, another vlog, another day. So where can you find calcite? Well, it's found throughout most places in the world. It comes, as I said before, many different colours. And because of that, the speed at which the vibration of the stone will vary depending on the colour. So it can be anything from what we would say is more earthly to extremely high. The physiology of the body that people find that this kind of stone is helpful for, again, depends on the colour, but often it is things like providing strength, working with back pain, detoxing through things like the kidney, bladder, the blood, the bowels, and it can also be really good working with the skeletal system and the teeth, and then also skin disorders as well. So the energy centers of the body in which the calcite can be useful to be used with, well, again, that really depends on the type of calcite. And when I'm talking about these energy centers, some people call them chakras, and most people think of 7 different colors. There's a lot more than that. There's not much point in this vlog and me going into that too much detail. Now, the type of cleansing that you may wish to engage with the stone, again, probably depends on the colour. Most people say that most calcite can handle nearly all sorts of cleansing practices. I would highly recommend checking, if you've got the physical stone, as to what calcite you have and what's the safest kind of cleansing method to use for the calcite so that you are not damaging the stone. And yeah, so it's a kind of stone that people may often use in their home or in their office. It's quite a powerful cleanser for what some would call as very stagnant energy. It can be very good to work with for better discernment and knowing what's essential. And it's really good at connecting the intellect with the emotions. Therefore, it can assist with better development of your own emotional intelligence, or whoever it is that maybe you're engaging with. Again, it's when you're embodying these kind of principles and values in your own being, in your own life, it then has its own ripple effect to those around you, whether you can see or feel that directly or indirectly. So it can also enhance other crystals. So you may like to work with other crystals alongside the calcite. Some people also like to use it with life regressions and soul work. It can be really good at calming the mind and boosting memory, which is great. I do hear many people speak about as they age, that memory can sometimes start to feel quite different. And yeah, again, whether that's a belief system we want to hold on to, that's up to you. So yes, boosting memory, why not? That's what I like to say of late. It can also really good with motivation and overcoming what we might call sometimes like procrastination or laziness. Clearing habits and patterns and behaviors that no longer serve. It can also help with repairing relationships, which is something I really like the concept of, and assist in the sort of Cancerian astrological archetype as well. If you try and think of the main 12 astrological archetypes that many people speak of, the Cancerian archetype is the one that would probably potentially get the most benefit out of using calcite. And also just a little bit of ancient ponderings. The Egyptians loved to adorn the tombs of their pharaohs with calcite as well, through the use of maybe mixing it with paint quite often. Yeah, to be done with painting. And I would recommend speaking to the elders of your local community to engage whether they worked with calcite and whether they have their own stories and their own wisdoms to share with you about the stone as well. So yeah, I'm very happy with my little yellow orange calcite. I'm very much feeling that and recognizing how it's affecting my own being in this moment. And while I'm recording this vlog, I find it quite a cheerful, happy stone, and I also feel it probably would be quite a nice stone, this particular color, for children, not in prolonged doses. Sounds weird talking about minerals and crystals as doses, but having it in their presence every now and then, they may really benefit from it. It's quite has a playful energy to me anyway. So yes, that is all I'd like to say in this moment about calcite, the uses and the benefits of it. You're welcome to leave any of your thoughts and feelings and questions in the comment section down below, or you can reach out to me on various other social media platforms, and the links to those are in the description box below if you're watching this on YouTube. And I will see you in the next vlog.